go, go, just like Diego. God, God, God.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's all up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Waiting on it will be Richie James. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Motion man right is Rice. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Stop defense.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll start with the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run once more with Edwards, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go get it all the way. Not like we can freeze the defense.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Jackson running again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up, That's the end result.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Complete to Likely. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Keep going.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Pacheco once again. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there, but sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second and 6. Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This is 2nd and 8. Jackson options out left, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him. He doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
And now here comes Kansas City. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion. to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
No score zone right here. No score.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one too low.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Mahomes will try again on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And again, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. On don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jackson.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. I want to see your TV celebration dance.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Get some points on the board. Let's make some good.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing is Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
They go play action with Jackson, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They go play action now. Jackson.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Boys, you got this.
Now it's Jackson.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here's James. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
This 2nd and 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Running left is Edwards.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
65 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now Jackson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Completes it to Aguilar. This will wind up a loss on the play. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. That's going deep for Bateman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the middle.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because As the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Jackson.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Get some yards, boys!
To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Run it in for a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Jackson.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Run!
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the out route, he finds Hardman. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time when he slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 10, a minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Jackson.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Pass complete, it's likely. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Connecting with Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Let's do this! Come on, guys, pick it up.
Let's pray. Let's pray now, baby. Let's pray. Let's make a play here.
Turn it up, fellas.
It's one play at a time, baby.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Pass complete to Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Jackson. Crossing route, he finds likely. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They can't stop us, oh! Can't stop us!
Throwing, Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Jackson. Complete to Likely. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's 1st and 10.
On this drive.
Jackson to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again.
He can make a play here. Take it to him.
One last shot for Jackson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.